worth it, but I thought I'd help you out.
Right.
As we go to air, 18 men are entering their 16th day on a Singapore-based oil tanker anchored off Melbourne. The owners want it back, but the men are refusing to budge.
It's a standoff in Melbourne's Port Phillip Bay. A mutiny on the high seas. This is the Tandara Spirit, a 183-metre-long Australian crude petrol tanker. It should be on its way back to Singapore, but today it's going nowhere. For 15 days, the 18-man crews refused to budge after they were told they were being made redundant when they got back to Singapore, being replaced with a Vietnamese crew working for $20 a day on a vessel with a shocking safety record. Environmentalists fear a catastrophic oil spill. The union says the standoff is about protecting Aussie jobs.
Firstly, the Australian jobs disappearing, then the future of the coast, and what is the responsibility of Australia to carry its own fuel?
Today, the renegade crew are still demanding their bosses meet with them in Australia to discuss their employment future.
I'd like to think that people got around the table and acted sensibly, actually giving them some straight answers to some pretty direct questions.
But legal experts say the crew is defying the Fair Work Act with unlawful action and could face fines or even prison time. Late this afternoon, TK Australia, who operates the vessel, sent 2 lawyers on board armed with legal documents. The MUA says it's now being banned from boarding the ship. But in the meantime, the 18 crew members of the Tandara Spirit say their spirit is strong.
Aussie coast, Aussie ships, Aussie cargoes, Aussie men. Stand tall.
Kevin Miller is one of them. He's on a satellite phone on board the Tandara Spirit. Kevin, it sounds pretty tense out there. How are you holding up?
It's pretty stressful. We're not used to this sort of thing. We're just used to moving fuel from A to B and, you know, keeping the customers happy. This is totally out of what we're about.
So, Kevin, what do you guys actually want?
Well, it's twofold. We work under an EBA, an Enterprise Bargaining Agreement, and we'd just like to all the conditions that were agreed to 4 years ago when we signed it to be met by the company. And the other thing is the Australian job losses as the Australian maritime shipping industry goes downhill even further and further.
A few issues there, and that last one particularly is very serious. But on the issue of the agreement and meeting conditions under it, the company says that that's exactly what they're doing, and that if you come aboard, even if there are redundancies, they will meet every condition in the agreement.
Yeah, that may be true, but they need to send me a letter saying that. We haven't had any correspondence which meets our EVA conditions in writing. We call it consultation, and we've had none. The only thing we've had was a phone call saying you're finished. And we've notified the company on many occasions. We've invited them to come and talk, and they continue to refuse.
I believe you had some lawyers aboard this afternoon, Kevin. What did they have to say?
Oh, that was different. We're not used to that sort of thing. You know, as I said, it's very big. Yes, they've decided that they're going to take us through the federal court now, and they're going to. Seems like my name and everyone else here is on a writ here, and we're going to be taken individually.
Well, I understand your frustration, and maybe the company isn't doing things the right way, but there are a lot of legal experts saying this breaches the Fair Work Act, what you're doing.
They may say that. I'm not the lawyer. I'm just doing what I feel is right. I've got an agreement with the company, and the company hasn't consulted me in writing, as it says. It's quite plain and simple. This is just the start. Australians got to start to wake up and feel where it's really happening. And they've got to understand where their fuel's coming from. Next time they get in a plane, they need to worry about what the quality of that fuel was and who brought it here.
Kevin, if this situation keeps going, how long can you hold out?
Well, we'll stay till we get it right, but, you know, we've got lots of can openers and lots of tins of sardines, so we'll be okay.
Drop a line over the edge as well. I mean, you know, you'll be right for a while, Kev.
Yeah.
Kevin, it's a really tough situation. I really feel for you, and I understand exactly the concerns you're raising. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity to get our message out there.
It's time now to see what is making news around the globe.